Hi everybody, Weather Channel J7409 here with your evening report. A few things I want to talk about. Of course, you're looking at the 12K NAM this time, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi, for letting us use this. Before I even get going, folks, I have done my homework this afternoon. Of course, things can change, but it's looking like at least 3 more ice storms between now, say now and the next 8 or 9 days. I've back checked things, I've done a lot of things. Of course, this could change, but you need to be aware of this. Some of you were ready for this ice storm that went through. Many of you were not, getting hurt, injuring others, and dying. Take these ice warnings seriously. You can't drive on ice. Another thing I want you to consider before I get going is the very cold temperatures. A lot of you haven't seen anything that's coming your way yet. Some of you have been prepared for this. Some of you have not. If you get a chance, and if you are financially able to, you need to take all of this in consideration. Maybe get your medicines up, maybe get your food up. Maybe you can find someone that would help you do these things. But folks, it's looking like these cold temperatures, they're going to be with us at least. We might have a little splurge of warmer temperatures around the 19th in these cold areas, and it's going to move further south now, but it's going to be at least until around the 23rd of this month before we see a significant warm up down south and in the mid-Atlantic and eastern sections, with the exception, of course, Florida. Now, when I say around the 23rd, this also includes these areas of Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Wisconsin, Iowa. You guys maybe, hopefully, by the 23rd, and when I say a substantial warm-up, I mean a big warm-up. Something to make you smile about, feel good about. So please consider all of these things, because it looks like this is the way that it's going to be. Now, as I turn on the map here, it's looking like we do have a significant ice storm that's going to develop over the mid-Atlantic and the central Appalachians. And these series of winter storms are going to result in widespread snowfall across the higher terrain and into the lowlands of Washington State and Oregon through Saturday. And like I've just told you, this bitter Arctic air, it's going to stay across the central U.S. and continue to expand southward. It's not going anywhere. And this bitterly cold air is going to engulf around the plains area with 30 to 45 degrees below average. And then we've got a quasi-stationary front. It will remain along the Gulf Coast and the southeast through Saturday evening. Now, talking about all these cold temperatures, I have a subscriber. You all have seen her. You all know her. Her name is Rhea. She's from Canada. And she was telling me how very, very cold it was in her part of Canada. And I wrote her back and I said, how do you live? And I got a chuckle out of it. Thank you, Rhea. Rhea wrote me back and says, you have to climatize. I guess they wear maybe 4 or 5 layers of clothes, stay in the house, plug the truck in. So That's climatization in Canada. That's a good way to put it, Rhea. I appreciate that very, very much. Now, moist air is going to overrun the front and invade the cold air mass, aiding in snow development over parts of the mid-Atlantic and to the Ohio Valley. Simultaneously, areas of rain, freezing rain, it's all going to develop over parts of the southern mid-Atlantic and to the central Appalachians by tonight into tomorrow night. Now, rain with embedded thunderstorms, they should develop over the southeast into parts of the western Gulf Coast. And on Friday evening into Saturday evening, more rain, freezing rains, going to develop over parts of the Tennessee Valley and continue over the southern Appalachians into the southern mid-Atlantic. The freezing rain will lead to hazardous travel conditions, power outages, and scattered tree damage. The Arctic air mass located over the central U.S. will cover a widespread area from nearly the Great Plains to the Great Lakes, and the wind chill advisories and wind chill warnings still remain in effect and stretch from much of the northern plains to the Midwest. Please, if you go out, bundle up, wear your hat, wear your coat, wear your gloves, wear your scarf. It only takes 10 minutes to get frostbite. Remember that. Now, across the Pacific Northwest, lasting through Saturday, we got some winter weather because this low pressure system is looking like it's going to enter southern Oregon this evening and then simultaneously interact with very cold air draining into the region. And this combination may lead to heavy snow across the typical mountainous locations, but in the lowlands also. Now, significant snowfall accumulations will be possible in both Portland and Seattle. Rain and freezing rain could be another threat in the lower elevations of northwestern Oregon in particular. Now, snow and mixed precipitation looking like that's going to spread across much of the Great Basin and into the Rockies as well. The snow will expand into the Central Plains and parts of the Middle Mississippi Valley also. Now, lake effect snow, that's going to impact most of the upper peninsula of Michigan, while upper level dynamics will contribute to snow developing across the rest of Michigan. Have a good evening, a safe evening, a blessed evening. Thanks for everything you do for me, my friends. Have a good evening, a safe evening. Be blessed, my friends, and much peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Stay aware, stay prepared.